Imagine a man born into a world filled with hatred and violence, where every path led to darkness. A man who once thought the only way to survive was through anger and rebellion. But what if I told you that same man would one day find peace? This is the story of Malcolm X's reversion to Islam, which changed the whole America.
The Holy Quran teaches us that those who work evil will be condemned or punished or judged according to their works.
A troubled beginning. Malcolm Little's early life was far from easy. Born into a world of racial hatred and violence, he lost his father to a brutal killing, and his family was torn apart. As a young man, he tried to escape the pain through the streets, turning to crime, anger, and rebellion. It seemed like there was no way out, but then everything changed. He was arrested and thrown into prison.
Behind bars, in prison, Malcolm had plenty of time to reflect. He was surrounded by darkness, but something inside him refused to give up. One day he discovered the teachings of the Nation of Islam. That was the first spark, the first turning point. This was more than a religion. It was a message of pride, power, and discipline. Slowly, Malcolm began to change. He started reading, thinking, and realizing that his real fight wasn't just with the world, it was with himself. A new man. After years of learning, Malcolm walked out of prison a different man. He was no longer Malcolm Little, he was Malcolm X, a name that represented his lost African identity. He became a voice for Black empowerment and a leader of the Nation of Islam. But while he spoke out with passion, anger still burned inside him. He wanted justice for his people, and he wouldn't rest until they got it. The pilgrimage to Mecca. Everything changes. Then came the trip that changed everything. In 1964, Malcolm traveled to Mecca on Hajj, the pilgrimage that all Muslims must take. When he arrived, he saw something that shook him to his core. People of every race and color, side by side, praying to the same God. It was a moment of revelation. This was a turning point that hit like lightning. Islam wasn't about race, it was about humanity. Malcolm's eyes were open in a way they had never been before. A new vision. Malcolm returned from Mecca with a new vision, a new name, Malik al-Shabazz, and a new message. He no longer spoke of hatred or division. Now he spoke of unity, love, and justice for all people, regardless of color. The sharp edges of his anger had softened, replaced by hope and faith. Malcolm had found peace in Islam, and he wanted to share that peace with the world, a lasting impact. Though Malcolm's life ended too soon, the impact of his transformation continues to resonate. He went from a man filled with rage to one filled with love, showing the world that change is always possible. His story is proof that no matter where you start, it's never too late to find your true path.
Sincerely, El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz, Malcolm X.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin.